Hi guys, how are you? Hope you're well. It is feeling really wintry at the moment. I mean, I've got my sweats on, my comfy trousers, and I'm going to do a tarot reading now. So this is a general tarot reading, no fixed sign. You're the fixed person, as always. So the first card may resonate the most with you because it's in the now. That's the first card, and that's why it's the strongest. And then the rest of it is what we call a prediction, and then afterwards I will be doing the oracle cards. Here they are, giving them a shuffle. And not the colour cards today, so I'm going to have a go with the oracle cards for the next few sessions. And let's see where we go from there. So, let's begin. So let's ask now, what is coming up for my questioners? What is their position now? What are they going through? What are they feeling? What are they experiencing? The now position for my questioners. Well, this card is not uncommon to see in the beginning of January. So we've got the Page of Wands right there, okay? And what this means, guys, you're changing your thinking, you're changing your approach, you're changing, I don't necessarily want to say changing direction, because it's not really that. It's more about how you're looking at things. So, you know, to change our direction, we'd have to make fast changes, fast movements quite quickly. And then we see the different kind of energies from that. But this is more about, you know, maybe on mind level first, maybe thinking about things, speaking about things differently, approaching things differently, feeling, thinking, all these types of things, and then the action follows that, okay? There is a sense of a kind of like childlike state, which is why pages are often represented by children. So the enthusiasm, maybe it's like keeping fit, maybe it's doing yoga, maybe it's like meditating. There's just something slightly different that you're applying to your day-to-day life that you're trying to maintain as a habit, and you're feeling quite good about it at the moment, okay? So that's where you are right now. Good. What else is coming in from an outside influence position? Whoa! Okay, so then I'm going to put this back because they teased me then. Is it this one or is it this one? But let's have a look. So that one was face up. Okay, so I'm going to read these two together. So you're feeling all right, okay? To meet you here is the Four of Wands, which is excellent. So you are going to be experiencing a lot of stability in the not too distant future. This could be up to a month away, okay? So you could really be doing like, I don't know, sober January or whatever that is, you know, and really kind of getting to grips with that. Now, I am feeling a lot that there is a person wanting to come in for you. Either you'll be approaching a new relationship with someone brand new and it ends up more official, or somebody who you've had a thing with, guys, wants to reach out to you, feeling left out in the cold, because you either haven't got in touch with them very much, or you've just taken a different approach. There's many different ways I could read this card with taking a different approach. What I use the example of, you know, obviously, like, you know, going out and looking at things differently, feeling at things differently. It can be also how you treat somebody else. If they've been less than to you, you might be thinking, do you know what, I've got bigger fish to fry, I'm going to go and move over here, and then I'm going to work on it this way. So kind of leaving them out in the cold, which is exactly what this card is here, okay? However, there is room here for a relationship. So I don't know how you feel about this person. Now, obviously, if it's somebody brand new, then you don't know them yet, or you're just starting to date, this would be very good for you. However, an existing person, a situationship, it's a little bit muddled, because it could have been like secure, stable, or what you thought was, and then not again, and you're thinking, oh gosh, what's going on? So that energy hasn't changed, okay? So don't feel like you're missing out as such, guys, when you're turning your back to something, because it doesn't look like you are. But let's see now what else is coming in for you. Major Arcana. The Devil enters in your position in the future. What does this mean for you? Well, a couple of things. So you could be signing a contract, just, you know, could be job contract, freelancing, whatever that is, or you could be getting a new job anyway, because of the way you're thinking about things, you know. And this Four of Wands could be the stability that you're experiencing or will be experiencing with all that nice new foundation coming in, because it's kind of celebration as well. And the Devil will be like just signing that contract. Happy days. Well, we'll see what comes in after. And that's great. But if this isn't with regards to that, and for a lot of you it is, you're still thinking about somebody even though you're trying not to, okay? So the Page of Wands is basically suggesting, yes, you're in a good place. You're in a really good place, actually. Don't doubt that. Just because it's a page energy, don't feel like you're not going anywhere. You absolutely are. But the Devil card, there is a connection. There is a connection with somebody you've either had a thing with, you cannot release them, but they're kind of hot, cold, or have been. What is really changing there, guys? We'll have a look in a minute. But you're still thinking about them. I do also want to say, for a lot of you, you're going to reignite a passion that you have been thinking about for quite a while. This is a strong Capricorn energy. We're in Capricorn now. We had an amazing Capricorn new moon, and it was just beautiful. But the thing with Capricorns is slow and steady wins the race. Small bites of the apple to get to where you need to be, and that's why you're starting off with a page, okay? So let's coming underneath you. The Ten of Wands. Don't let all your hard work be undone because of whatever you're overthinking over here. Your mind will really kind of get used to so many habits, right? So say, for example, if you're used to negative thinking, thinking on a loop when you get home from work, and when you try and implement a new habit, so then you think, okay, well, I'm instead of doing that, I'm going to have a hot bath, I'm going to eat good foods, I'm going to do my yoga, whatever. Your mind will go against that and will say, no, you need to come back here because this is what you've always done. Okay, so this is the battle here, all right? And then when you think, no, I'm in that no man's land, I'm kind of being torn between two things, the stress will come in. So feeling like you're carrying all these burdens, but actually you're not, which is why it's called the Lord of Welcome Burdens. So my advice to you would be, what are real stresses and what are not real stresses? What are obtainable? What are made up in your head? Okay, and we all do it. We all make up stuff in our head, preempt a situation or think something's a lot more worse than what it really is and get ourselves all in a tiz about it, and we don't need to do that, okay? And I also want to say to you, just because if you are entering into a new position and you're not in a place of authority, don't let everybody give you all the rubbish jobs just because you're new either, okay? Because you're going to stress yourself out with this also, okay? So yes, be the rookie, yes, be the kind of the new person on the street sort of thing, but don't be a yes person either. That's coming in really, really quite strongly. But either way, the good foundation is here, but there's just a lot of potential tips, okay? You could tip one way, you could tip the other way. How your mind will go is down to you, but remember, create a habit into positive thinking, into creating like good routines for yourself, and then the rest will follow. She says, let's see now what is coming in. What is coming in? My shuffling. From an outside influence position, what is coming up? What is coming up for my questioners from an outside influence position? Yes. The Fool. Major Arcana. Coming in for you guys. Now, if we're going to talk about situationships, then this hot, cold energy would present itself into a new cycle for you. So maybe this is what you've been stressing yourself out about, because it has been going in loops, it has been going in cycles, it has been going to the point where you're overthinking, and now you're the Page of Wands energy. There is a strong chance that you could be tipping either way, but the Fool's a good omen for you, because what it's saying is either way a new start is going to be coming in, because it's a major arcana, it's a major energy, it's a blueprint. So whatever you do, you're going to go through anyway. But the Fool card is saying, yes, be optimistic, yes, be open. But the reason why it's called the Fool is because when there's that false sense of security, it can jump in feet first and think, oh, I should have gone my gut, or I should have just waited a bit longer, okay? This is somebody feeling like a fool also because maybe the way they've treated you also. You know, they don't know that you're stressing out. They don't know that you're overthinking, because you're very good at keeping that to one side and coming across like maybe it's either. It's a win-win situation for you. That's how you're coming across to them, but they'd feel like a bit of an idiot, I think, to be honest with you, approaching you. So that is another aspect from that. But other than that, this is a good good for you in a relationship sense. If you're single, you'll be entering into a new relationship. The Fool with the Four of Wands is a really, really nice combination. And also, with regards to anything brand new in an existing relationship. So you could be upping a level in a relationship that needs a bit of work, which is why the Five of Pentacles is coming up here. People need to communicate a lot more when this card comes in, and also realize what they've got, because sometimes you get the grass is greener with this card, which is why they're constantly searching for something they've got right in front of them anyway. But that's not your problem. That's not for you to kind of show your light to somebody, because you're doing that anyway with the Page of Wands, but it's not strong enough yet, guys, for you to keep balance on that tightrope, because you're still kind of wibbly wobbly sort of thing. Okay, the Devil and the stress card, which is the Ten of Wands, would suggest that. So keep reminding yourself is what I want to say to you. Remember the Capricorn energy, slow and steady wins the race. It's the bite-sized energies that get to where you need to get to. Okay, so underneath the Devil, let's see what is coming up. A Major. So you now have Judgment in your position, and this is Wheel of Fortune. I did see it actually before I shuffled these, and I should have mentioned it, because now I should did, because now it's here. Wheel of Fortune is at the bottom of the deck there. So, you know, if you change enough, fate will work in your favour, guys, for you to see the benefits of that. But the Judgment card coming up here, this is a rebirthing of sorts. And it's almost like you kind of know already the changes you need to do, but you're more so being challenged with the habit of making those changes and sticking to that, rather than the knowledge of making those changes. It's not like it's completely alien to you. You don't know where to go. You don't know how to act. You don't know how to behave. You don't know what to go for. You know all that. But what is the challenge is maintaining that on a day-to-day basis. But you're going to be coming up trumps anyway, which is good, because it's showing that you kind of see that, and you'll realize 2 weeks have passed and you've maintained this energy, and the results will come in, which is exactly why the Ace, no Hannah, it's not the Ace at all, I lied, it's the Wheel of Fortune coming up there, which is, it will turn in your favor as soon as some momentum is happening here. Okay, so this is a good all-rounder, I feel, guys. Just remember, old habits die hard, and new habits, you know, they're harder to create, but once you've established that, it's all rock and rolling from now. So let's have a look now and see, as an overall clarifier, what is coming in. So I need to tap these first. What is coming in as an overall clarifier for my questioners? Overall, please. Let's see what is coming up. Oh, wow. Oh, right. I've seen this now. I'm going to read it as well. Romance is on the cards, guys. I'm going to say that. Whilst there seems to be a lot going on here, you've got the World coming up as a clarifier, basically meaning this is January, and the Devil is January. So this is very, 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 very strong. But the World coming up is waiting, the new chapter waiting for you, okay? Now, it's not a million miles away, but what the universe is doing is saying, one, maybe know your worth a bit more, that you are worthy of these more higher frequency habits, and stop kind of going to the lower vibes, even if it is overthinking, and then you're going to be disappointed with yourself the next day, and you think, God, I did 3 days straight without, you know, overthinking or smoking or drinking or whatever, and then it starts again because you've allowed that energy to seep in. Okay, it's not bigger than you, we just make it bigger than us. And the reason why I said romance is on the cards here, because you've got the Knight of Cups coming in also. So if you're single, I do feel you will be speaking to somebody very, very soon who you're not speaking to at the moment, or it could be very, very early days, but there is an energy of hot cold coming up here with somebody who you already know, and they could be reaching out to speak to you anyway. But they remember that they see you greater than what you realise at the moment, because your perspective is anxieties and overthinking. They don't know that. Okay, well, oh, oracle card, oracle card. What is coming up for my questioners? Oracle cards. This is so interesting. Cleanse and detoxify. It is January, but also cleanse the mind of the overthinking, of the analysing, of the second guessing, the doubt, the not being a yes person. Detoxify it from your mind, body and soul. Many ways to do that. Maybe drink more herbal teas, maybe drink more water, maybe just get an early night and get more sleep. Very simple. There's no complex way that I'm going to sit here and say, and then you've got to eat this, and then you've got to get this much sleep. We're all different. Do what works for you, but maintain the positive steps, guys. Again, I'm seeing that kind of tipping point. It can go amazingly well for you, or it can take a lot longer because you're so used to the mind pulling you back into the negative cycles that it's always been used to. But the fact is, the Judgment card is a really positive energy. It's a rebirth thing. So if you were to go in longer with the negativities, I would see here. And I wouldn't expect to see the world as a clarifier. So keep going with yourself. Okay? Well, that is that. From me. I will be doing another one on Sunday. We'll be posting in between. You take care, guys. I can't find my button, so I'm going to have to reach out and get it. Have a wonderful Tuesday evening. To book in privately, send me a direct message. Other than that, take care. Bye-bye now.